there's a study that says when a man gets married to a woman, his life is longer.
I can be authentic to who
Welcome
I am
to Date,
with people.
Affirm
That is a
the
red
Real,
flag for me.
our live podcast talking about today's relationships
Can you judge
and its
everything I
effects
do?
on us
You
all.
got something to say about me?
Please welcome our hosts,
You're not my
Kia
friend.
McLean, the poet, and Shamika, the dog therapist. Let's get real.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, cousin.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, 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 hey. I got my cousin with me. And she the dog therapist. And we cold and we tight. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
September. We in the last quarter of the year. We gonna go hard. Kia McLean, the poet, and Shamika, the dog therapist. What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do? Hey.
Hey.
So look, y'all, I had to do a little something to give myself some
Hi.
energy. I'm telling you, a sister was struggling, but I'm not no more.
Yay.
We're gonna get this thing
I'm
started.
put this on Do Not Disturb, but my food is coming, so.
As y'all know, I'm Kia McLean, the poet.
And I'm Shamika Arnold, the dog therapist.
Mm-hmm. Ain't she so pretty?
She's a pretty girl. I got my hair did. My hair did.
And my cousin. Look, y'all. Boom. I ain't done it in a couple of sessions. We back.
And we back.
This will hold us accountable to be on time because cousin got stuff to do. All right, y'all. Let's get right into the conversation this evening. What are we talking about? Oh, when a woman has lust for you.
Then what happened? What happens? What happens?
Ain't something. When a woman has lust for you.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? What's that mean? What's that mean to you, cousin?
I don't know. When a woman wants you, when she wants you, she like, let's meet over here.
Oh. Oh. She said, let's meet over here.
Your place or mine.
Ooh. So I first want to start by saying, you know, women are oftentimes told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, how she should dress, how she should walk, how she should talk, where she should go, where she shouldn't be. It's a lot. Women got a lot of rules that I don't hear that men have.
What to do?
What about
maybe
you?
What to do? You're not boss.
I don't hear all these rules from me.
Yeah.
Right?
We can't wear certain things at a certain age. We can't. After a certain age, we shouldn't be doing A, B, C, and D. We shouldn't. Yeah. We can't flirt with a man. We can't purchase the man a drink. Why we can't get him a drink? I just want to get you a drink just to say how nice looking you look.
So why we got all these rules? Why do we have all of these rules? And for the women who are open to having lust for a man, that woman is typically put in a particular category. When a man has lust for a woman, he gets to go and tell his friends and boast about it. They dap about it. They are celebrated for lusting over women. But when a woman does it, even when she does it with other women, she is deemed to be a hoe, a slut, even a pick-me. That's a new thing that they're saying is a pick-me, right? And there is a such thing as that, right? But we're not talking about that. But I do think that, again, women get a bad rep because they say, I desire this man. I have lust for this man. And that may be all that I have for him, or it may be something more. But we're starting at the lust emotion. And what happens as a result, a lot of women don't move on that lust out of shame. A lot of women don't move on that lust out of judgment. And so they have these emotions, these feelings that are trapped because they are trying to
adhere to the regulations that are assigned to us women.
I like it. Women are out here trying to be something that they're not because they want to follow what, and we talk about this
Right.
often. Your skin.
I know. I was like, "What's that? Was it a bite?" I'm trying to make sure there's no bites on there. The mosquitoes. They don't even bite me though.
But how do we get to a space as women who struggle with that, where we are comfortable with accepting that as women we may lust after a man? Now, I'm not talking about being married, being in a committed relationship, and you out there lusting after somebody else.
Unless
I'm talking about
that's what y'all agreed upon. You might have
right.
a different relationship.
That might be y'all arrangement. That might be y'all arrangement. Or if you're lusting after your partner, right? But I think that one of the reasons that I think that this is an important topic to discuss is, first of all, some people don't even know what lust is, right? It's strictly starting off, it's a desire. Okay? It's a desire. And both men and women experience lust, right? And although most times lust gets confused with compatibility, a lot of times it gets confused with compatibility. It is its own.
No, it nothing to do with compatibility. It have everything to do with how you look, how you smell, and them teeth. All your teeth.
This is a very physical thing. Lust is a very physical thing. And it's really not a problem. It's when it shows up and it doesn't have respect, or it doesn't have boundaries, or it doesn't have honesty even, right? And I think sometimes as women, there are bold women who say, "Hey, I like what I see. What you want to do
over here?
What you trying to do, bruh?" So again, what's the difference in a woman doing that versus a man doing that? The criticism, the judgment, all of the things, right? You thinking? Go ahead while I pour my tea.
Oh, look how pretty it is, though. Look at
while I pour my tea.
That much?
That my friend Tanya bought me. I have a data from the Real cup that matches.
You like to match me, my background, and the podcast.
Brandon 101.
Exactly. I think I was thinking, because you said, I guess a lot of things, right? Because I think about the men that also criticize a woman for wanting to have just be intimate, right? Just to have sex. Women criticize each other, but I don't have those friends though. I'm so grateful I don't have them friends. We celebrate each other. But and I think it comes with, and I want to say it comes with age, but that's not true either. Comes with age, where I think a lot of women are coming into themselves now. I don't know if it has to do with age or just the time. This time of women coming out and just acknowledging what they want. And I was looking at an article and it said a lot of women like are choosing not to even be married anymore. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
that they're not having sex, right? They still might have,
Mhm.
they're just choosing to not, they're just choosing to opt out of the marital part of it. So that was so cute. That was such a cute move. That was so cute.
Thank you, cousin.
It was so cute.
I got a cute sneezy, y'all.
I think the disappointing. So I think what I was thinking too. The disappointing part is when the man is like, ugh, or I don't know. It's weird because you want the same thing I want. Like, why is it an issue because I'm approaching you?
Mm-hmm.
But then that means I just do that. It means I won't be dealing with you. No worries. If you're uncomfortable with this, it's okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
But
I also,
but it
go
took
ahead.
me. But here's the thing: I'm coming more into myself, right? So the women that have not will feel offended, will feel, want to argue or whatever with a man. But and because I've been there, I've done that, where I'm like, but I think more of us coming into ourselves and identifying what we want and what we desire is the important thing.
Yeah. I think I totally agree with you. I think that being comfortable in your skin and how you feel and being able to articulate
Mm-hmm.
that, and not, again, it's not that you jumping on the man and you are
Yeah.
like disrespectful or you're um going past his
Right.
boundaries. You're communicating, in an adult way, in an honest
Right.
way that you might desire that person, right? And again, men can freely, I know of men, and I've had men say this to me before. I know of men who say, "Hey, can I hit that? I want that. It's like that."
Mm-hmm.
Right? But again, if a woman were to say that, then she would be shunned, she would be critiqued
Mm-hmm.
negatively because of a desire that we all walk around with. Right? We all walk around with sexual desires, and we have attached so much shame to sex that people don't feel comfortable with talking about the most basic things as it relates to
Yeah.
sex, as it relates at this big age. There's nothing that you should feel uncomfortable with talking to your partner with, or a desired
Right.
partner, um because we all should be able to communicate honestly what our desires are from the opposite sex in a respectful way.
And I've heard it's considered masculine to be that way, to be upfront with what your intentions are. We're
Yeah,
considered,
I've heard the
yeah.
same.
That's just interesting. Like I have the same desires you have, but if I address it, like I have to play, it's like I have to play coy.
Hmm. Do we have any gentlemen in? Do we have any gentlemen watching right now
I
that
want to
um, may have some input on that? If not, that's fine. We'll move along. But we did want to invite the men to
comment.
share their thoughts on this particular topic.
Some men,
Do you judge women?
some men like to be, and I'm a big flirt. So I love, I love, but just because I flirt too doesn't mean I would want to have sex with you either, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no,
And I think that's a good point. So let's kind of touch on that a little bit. That wasn't even in my notes, but let's kind of touch on that because you said I like to flirt, but that doesn't
I
necessarily
want to have sex with you.
mean
I mean, you
I
can
want to have
ask.
sex with you,
You
right?
can ask.
Here's the thing about when a woman has lust for a man, that can be a little different. I can't speak for all women, but I will say this. If a woman says to a man that she's been flirting with, she makes it obvious by saying something, whatever that something is. I won't give all the scenarios because it could be, boo, you going home with me or what, right? It could be that, or it could be a number of other things. But how would a man feel about a woman saying that clear with you? So you're not guessing, you're not wondering, versus a woman that's flirting to a degree that you think she wants you. Right? What's the difference? So
tell
Clark
me
says,
what
tell
you
me what
want.
you want. Yeah. No judgment
Tell
here.
me what you need.
So
what's the difference?
But what's the difference between a woman communicating that and a woman that's doing subtle things?
What do you mean?
So a woman that's being subtle about her approach with you. She's not speaking it, but she's maybe rubbing up against you. She's maybe caressing you. She's maybe, touching parts of your body. But she's not communicating it. What's the difference between that woman and the woman who comes out and says something? Because I'm going to be honest, the men can answer this. I think they see those two women differently.
Yeah, oh for sure. Oh, for sure. The one that's being coy, that's playing that is more, it gives them the opportunity to be the chaser, the person to chase. But a woman that's out front, they don't get to chase. And people like men are what is it? Men are what? Predators, some shit like that.
Predators, yeah.
I've heard that.
That's why the women choosing the bear.
Rather be in a room with a bear.
They I choose the bear over that man any day.
Predators, and that's what they're used to chasing after something. Want the hunt. Yes, a lot of men want the hunt. And that's okay too. The thing is, that's okay too. Then I might not be it for you. And that's okay. Right. So I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But just because I'm not your cup of tea doesn't mean you need to belittle me or make me feel shameful, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dang, okay. Or I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna come back over here quiet then. I'm gonna come back over here quiet.
I think it's important to be honest, about your intentions. Of course, if you don't know a person's relationship status and you say or do something, you didn't know. But once you know that, of course, be respectful, be appropriate. But fragile ego sometimes plays a part. In what way? Elaborate on that, please, sir. So I also want to talk about, because it's going to take him a minute to type that. he typed like this. And this is...
Spell check.
Yeah, you can speak.
Hold on, let me go get my food.
Sometimes a fragile ego plays a part. What we often perceive a woman who tells you what they want as being aggressive, and that you're going to take the male's dominant role from him. There, so sometimes the ego may play a part. So telling you what you want, sometimes can be intimidating to the fragile ego.
Interesting.
That's why I couldn't type that.
Yeah, that was too much for you to type.
What him say?
Did you hear him?
I went to eat my food.
Oh, you missed it all. Come back, babe.
Say it again. It's like,
come back real quick.
Like,
just real quick. Go ahead.
I was just saying that the fragile ego can sometimes take a part. So telling a man up front what you want, sometimes you stepping on his toes of him being more dominant one. And so the ego being fragile, they can't take it. So I think that sometimes that play a part too.
Yeah. And here's the thing though, I don't want you to be my man. I just want you to sleep with me.
Yeah. She said, I don't want you to be my man. I just want to sleep with you.
Right. Your ego can be, your ego could be all
Leave
there.
your ego outside the bedroom, huh?
I just want to sleep with you. I don't want, if you was, because truth be told, if I wanted him to be my man, I would definitely want somebody to approach me.
Yeah.
I definitely want him to be that, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm just sexually attracted to somebody, why can't I just address that?
Yeah. Maya said men say they want the hunt, but also don't get the subtle hints either.
Then they not again.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask. Because all you gotta do is ask. I see you, are you flirting with me? And you could be like, yes or no. But see, again, men don't ask questions.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them assume stuff. Because a lot of them assume I'm trying to talk to them and I'm not. I just want to say, hey, and how nice you look today.
Well, but I also think that's why it's an advantage of speaking about what you want. Right. Because it leaves no guessing. It leaves no question.
Yeah.
If that's what I want, that's what I want. Okay. So,
yep.
Those are, it's appropriate to me to be respectful and honest about that.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a big production. If I'm lusting for you and I say it in a respectful way,
right?
What up, Ro? If I say it in a respectful way, I'm saying, Ro, what up, sir? Because I see the name, but your name. So I think that it's important that we're honest about that, because I think, especially at this big age, we should be moving more into authentic spaces with ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest. It's okay to say that, you know what, young man, young man,
come on over here.
Come on over here, sir. Right. And we have to stop telling women that they can't express themselves sexually. They should be held back sexually, while men get to be on the prowl and they get to do all the things. But women are supposed to be this and women are supposed to be that. Like, women are supposed to be what they want to be. How about that? Tart says sometimes them hints aren't that obvious. They seem more in line with Shy saying, you look nice.
That's why you just got to ask.
Yeah.
And you say, thank you. You look nice. Thank you. If they continue to pursue, if they continue to, then you ask, oh, are you looking, would you like to go on a date? Would you like to, can I get your number? Then you find out more of that information.
Yeah. Now, what can happen when lust takes a turn? And what I mean by that is when you have that lust and you get involved with somebody and it turns into more than lust.
It can't.
For the women, what do you do? Because I know women do this a lot.
I do it all the time. But I gotta tell myself, no, that's not what they were there for.
I know women do this a lot. So we say,
lust,
hey,
that's all it was.
This is just a lustful interaction. And then all of a sudden, you sit up like, he ain't text me back. Ma'am.
I've done it. Because the penis was good. I've done it. I just have to remind myself. I just have to go through the whole thing, reminding myself and calling Kia and having her remind me and tell me, girl, he was just penis. What are you doing right now?
I sure be asking the question. Like, what are we doing, ma'am? What are we doing? When we in that space, we in that space. He's
clearly acting. That's not what he want either, right? He's clearly acting. He just want what you got too, right? Because he getting it from you, her, and her. What are we doing, Shamika? What are we doing? So yeah. I've done it. I've been.
But that's okay. That's when we have those moments when we talk out loud to ourselves like that. Like, what are we doing?
What do you do, Shamika?
Maya said, but when you asked, you said to come off too forward.
But when you ask, you said to come off.
All of a sudden, you're stuck. So
wait, what happened? Wait,
She
But
talking about you getting stuck with the person that you lusted for, right? And so that's the thing. That's the other side of the coin that I want to talk about. Because yes, be a grown ass woman, right? Be grown with your shit. But also understand that if you get caught up in that lust, if you get caught up, then what you gonna do?
First of all, before you even get caught up, hold on, like slow down. Go get you a team player that'll be like, okay, now that reminds you what it is. You need them support systems to put you back in place.
You talking about when you call me? Is that what you talking about?
So don't lust after nobody right now. Just get your team member first. Get your team, your player, your support system that's gonna be real with you. It's gonna tell you the truth. Let's make them red flags look green. That is the truth. I never heard a true thing than that before in my life. I never heard red flags look green. I never heard nothing that.
Wait a minute, babe. That is true. It will.
I swear to God.
It will. The red flags start looking green to you. You be like, "Hey, you sure you don't want to take this up a notch?" Yeah.
You want to be my boo?
So, for the ladies that are free about expressing themselves in that way and saying, "Hey, this is a desire that I have. This is somebody that, I wouldn't mind spending a little time with," understand what comes with that, understand what comes with that.
Here's the thing. You cannot sleep with them over 3 times if they're only lust.
Oh, it's a rule.
Because after the 3rd time, watch. Think about it. Go back in your head. Go back in your head. Everybody, all the women and the men, go back in your head. And remember when you're like, I'm just going to get some. And the 3rd time is when you were like, damn, autocorrect. Some men can't take the.
She said some men can't take the up front of your face. Then they want to say you're coming out too forward if you ask. Yeah. Some men will say that.
Yeah. And again, that's how you know that's how you know you good. Like, that's okay. I just thought you was cute. Don't worry about it. And you walk away. But after the 3rd time, you start being like, I like them. Remember, look back in your mind's eyes. Like that. Look back in your and remember, the 3rd time, list the rules now. If they are only a lustful situation, you can only have sex. You cannot have sex with them more than 3 times. Because after the 3rd time,
3rd time is it. Okay, got it. Y'all got it? Y'all got the rule?
Hooked. That's it.
The 3rd time is it. So listen, y'all, what's so funny is I came up with this topic yesterday. And this morning I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she was like, man, friend, I messed up. I was like, what? Damn it. She was like, girl, I messed up. This was supposed to just be a situation. 3 months later.
Too long. Yeah. Too long. Abort mission. Too long.
Oh,
boy. She in there now.
Oh, boy.
She in there now. She in there now. God dog it.
Mine said over here with pen and paper.
Man down. Man down. Was she? Somebody said her life jacket.
Abort mission. Baby, I'm dying. Abort mission. Listen, let me tell you something. She said this was supposed to be a situation. 3 months later, I said, friend, I can't help you. Because you broke the golden rule. And I wasn't telling the 3 times is a charm rule. I was like, one hit it and quit it. If you do all that other stuff, I'm telling you, feelings are going to start coming into play, and you gonna find yourself looking dingy. You're gonna find yourself looking dingy.
Dang it.
This is why sometimes men be like, nah, I'm good. Because women can't handle it like men can. Y'all are emotional. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
is men. So is men.
Yeah, men are emotional
Men's
too.
are too. Men's are too.
They are. I'm not gonna take that away from them, but I'm just saying they could at least hit it and quit it. They'd be gone. They'd be like,
done.
Peace
we
out.
Gonna call
right?
it like, what you doing?
And so
Texting them. I get some more.
I think I don't know if I ever told this story on here, but you know, we tell stories on here. We don't have shame about our past or our history. You know, it's part of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So many years ago, I'm in my early 20s, y'all. So don't come for me. I'm in my early 20s. And I'm dealing with this married dude. And I'm thinking, oh, this just finna be a situation. This just finna be a situation. It's all good. You know, ain't no thing. He older. I'm just finna do wop. Move on, right?
Wop, wop, get it on. Wop, wop, splash, splash. And we out.
Tell you about my silly ass. So, you know, I've always had a lot of male friends. 3 months abort. I've always had a lot of male friends, right? And so I watch them and they tell me stuff. So I was like, they was giving me the scoop, right?
He was like, got it, ready.
But somewhere along the lines, I fell off, right? So now we months in this thing. Like my homegirl that called me this morning. We months in this thing, right? I called my best friend and my brother. I'm like boo-hooing on the phone. He let me get it all out, say everything I need to say. And he said, if you gonna play the game, respect the game. Ooh. And he hung up on me.
Insane. That was it. That's all you need. That was it.
And after that, I was a cold dude.
You like, bet.
I turned into a cold dude. Like, but my point is, you know, it's all fun and games.
But
right?
I want to hear the story. I want to hear the story
afterwards. We joking jokes. But for real, in real life.
Okay, so we got to sit down and have conversations about when you're a real dude.
So, like, I'm for real. Like, my whole mindset shifted, and when he said that to me, I don't know. It just kind of like switched something. I was like, got it. Got it. I'm finna move like you. Right? And again, like when you said 3 times and done, it's like, for me, it was mindset and done after that. Because I knew what it was. Like, that's just what it is. And I felt perfectly fine when I was in that space about that. I didn't feel no type of way like, hey, this is just what it is. This is where I am in life right now. And for the women out there that are hiding and that are lying and that are pretending, you know, that has to be overwhelming. That has to feel heavy for you. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, have boundaries, be respectful, communicate, be honest. But you get to live the life that you choose to live. All women won't have a husband. All women won't have a committed significant other. What are those women are supposed to do? If they lust after somebody and they have a desire, they should be able to do that without criticism, without ridicule, without feeling like I'm going to be judged. And women, stop giving a shit about being judged. Who cares what other people think? Live the life that makes you happy. There are times where I have been completely in my feminine energy, and you know, I don't have to show up in my masculine energy. And there have been times where I've been more in my masculine energy with my feminine energy on some, what's up, boo? What you want to do? Right? And I just feel like at this point, women need to be comfortable in their skin, making the decision that they feel is best for them and makes them the happiest. Period. And if you lusting,
okay,
go for it.
Now, what we tend to do too, when we it's this thing that happens. It's like, you know how when it's the like when somebody tells you don't do that, right? It's like we want to do it more. And so when you are in a space of not just being genuinely yourself, you got to also check yourself to make sure you're not just rebelling against society, right? Because when we do that, when we do that, then we're just like, yeah, and it's not enjoyable for us. So then you feel like, because you're trying to meet this, and then the thing is that you're still trying to meet this need because it's not really you, right? It's not really who you are. So know the difference, right? Know the difference. Know when you're being authentically you, and it's not because of trauma. It's not because of trying to rebel against what the system says. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do because they can't tell me what to do. And you go out there and you do something, you like, I don't even feel good doing that shit, right? So make sure you are in tune with what you're needing for you, right? Not because somebody else told you don't do it, not because trauma. Just check in with yourself and see how you feeling about it.
Hey, Floyd. Sure. That's good. So, because it kind of goes into the direction I was going into next, which is we talked about why you can feel lust and that's okay.
Okay, so asking for a friend. What about a one night stand that comes back around like after long break?
Hilarious.
Does the tally start over? It don't. It don't. It don't.
That's hilarious, Maya. That's hilarious.
I overstand, I tell you.
So I was saying what you said kind of leads into the notes that I have for what's next.
That's hilarious.
What Shamika said, that's from a mental health aspect. Like, don't get yourself into things that is not authentic to who you are. I'm talking about the people that aren't being authentic and doing what they want. She said, damn.
Okay, you can do it twice. But do not go to the third time.
Because one of the things that lust can do is it can drain you, it can distract you, it can even destroy you. Okay. So while we talk about, if that's something that you desire and that you want to know.
I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. But it can really deter you off of the track that you're on. Especially for those that are in relationships, those that are married, those that are wanting and desiring a true intimate partner. It can deter you from that. And so, again, you have to get clear about what you want. We're not telling you that everybody you lust, you should go walk up to them and be like, hey, can we do
there
it?
He is.
No.
Can we hunch?
But we are saying that, if that's a desire that you have and you're in a good mental space, it's truly from an authentic space. Do what pleases you, what makes you happy. But check in with yourself. Make sure that mentally and emotionally that's something that you can handle. I have girlfriends that say, "Oh, I can't do one night stands." I can't do that because I get too emotionally connected with people, and that's not for you to do. It's you don't go and try to sleep with the person that you
And
have
don't get
lust
to know
for,
them.
because you're gonna get
Don't
in your
get to know them.
feelings.
Just don't get to know them. Just stay superficial, surface level, surface level.
You speaking from
Surface
experience?
level. Don't get to know people, because then you'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
don't do it.
yeah.
Because my therapist behind be
So-
like asking all deep questions and stuff. I'm like, look at he just. Yeah.
I want you all to know also, just from a space of, I guess, understanding about this, because we attach good and bad to everything. We attach evil and angel to everything. Lust is not evil, okay? It's not this like the darkness is over here and it's gonna come and envelop you.
It's a natural.
It's natural. It's actually powerful. So, are you controlling it? Are you controlling your lust, or is the lust controlling you? That's the biggest thing, right? Got no small talk, or keep it real small.
That's right.
I believe that she's picked up on
She's
all of
saying,
your
got it.
tools.
No
that
small
you have.
talk. Or keep it real small. That's right. Micro. Hopefully I'll have a micro penis, but yes, micro conversation.
I do believe Shamika is dropping all the gems, okay? She got Maya
Experience,
taking
okay?
notes.
Experience.
This is our opinions, and this is not fact, okay?
Right.
We did not give y'all a disclaimer at the beginning. This is our opinion and not facts.
These rules
are our
made
lived
up.
experiences.
Rules we made up. I just,
We made all this shit up.
You know
okay?
what?
You don't
I
have
was
to
gonna
listen.
say too. Remember, Kia, we had a conversation before when it's like, oh, when you get that, it's not gonna turn out. When you get that big lust, when you be like, oh, I wanna, you honestly, real talk, you should abort mission at that point. You shouldn't even. You shouldn't mess when it's a big energy, like, oh, I just wanna right now. Drop them right now. Don't do it. They're dangerous.
That's true. That's
like
a
for
big
real.
lesson.
I'm being funny but serious. Ooh,
don't do that.
Don't do
that. That's a bad idea. You're gonna regret it.
Yep. The ones you like. Ooh, I just
control your lust and don't allow your lust to control you. That's huge. Like understanding that you are going to see people that you lust for, but you have to control them. You don't get to like let the other person control you. You control it. That's a feeling that you have, so it's a feeling you get to control. Okay?
Yep.
And I realize and I recognize that women in different capacities and in different spaces are taught to not embrace those parts of themselves, right? They're taught to shut that down, and all that does is it creates a lack in that woman, and it causes her to
feel guilt, what is that? Like it's a
feel
shame
guilt,
about themselves,
feel
dirty.
ashamed.
That feeling, yeah. And the thing is that you're going to lust. That is not like, what's interesting? I have like young clients, right? Like that are on their menses, right? And so they were like, and they're virgins, and I've had a couple of them say, I've never had sex before, and I felt horny, because it's part of because they were like around. I said this around just, so I have to explain to them. Sometimes it happens around your cycle. You get that feeling around your cycle. So I've had to educate them on that, like that feeling, because again, you're not taught that, right? You're not taught that.
Yeah.
You think that it's
Because they're taught to be
Right.
ashamed.
So you don't tell nobody or talk to nobody about it. I love being a therapist because I love that they are able to share that. And I'm able to say, you know, that doesn't mean you have to if you don't want to. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
and I even encourage, like, maybe I shouldn't say this online. Nothing. Anyway,
Tell me later.
But, you know, and I'm like, does it, just because you get that feeling, that desire, does not mean that that's what you want to do. It's your body. Your body is, you know, that's part of your body. It's part of who you are. It's part of growing up. It's part of the procreation cycle, right? You're like,
I ain't even see my Keisha said run.
Run. When it's too much, when it's too much, you're like, I want to run. Don't leave him alone. He's abort mission. Abort mission on that one.
Abort mission.
He might stop catching what y'all throwing, bag in hand. But you know, it's a natural form, and that's the thing too. We are so taught. Women are so taught to be shameful of the desires that they have, shameful of their bodies, shameful of being a woman. It's so much we are like, again, like she said, these regulations, restrictions. At the end of the day, it's about It's about us feeling shameful about ourselves. So if you're feeling shameful about yourself, if you're not even embracing who you are, what makes you think that you're going to enjoy a pleasurable experience as having sex with somebody in a healthy manner? You're not. You're going to get up and you're going to feel shameful. You're going to cry. Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
And I was, used to think that was not okay. And here's the thing. Nothing.
She be having to tailor her words.
Because I feel like I'll get it off track. So if I do that, I'll get it off track. Because with trauma, you either become very promiscuous or you become, you're like, I'm not even coming close to it. But but yeah, but again, identifying what's healthy and what's not.
Yeah. I think that's good. I think understanding, like what you said earlier, understanding, Maya said, especially coming from a strong Haitian family, girls are taught that lusting is bad. Yes. Yeah. And that's what we were talking about. I think more of us need to start moving, and I'm personally moving in this, and have been for some years now. I move into what, a lot of times, I promise y'all, I ain't trying to trigger nobody. I triggered somebody last month or 2 months ago, whatever. I am not trying to trigger you. Let me be clear about this. This is my experience. This is my lesson in life. You are here to receive, eat the fish, and throw the bones away. If it does not resonate with you, you get to throw it away. Don't throw me away. Throw my experience of what I'm sharing with you away. It doesn't apply to you. It's not anything that you believe in or agree with, and that's fine. I believe that we can coexist and have a difference in opinions and experiences and thoughts. Okay? So I needed to say that before I said what I'm about to say. And that is this. I feel like I'm in a place where I get to make a decision about whatever it is I want without ever having to think about what anybody else is going to think, what anybody else is going to feel, what anybody else perceives. So God is within me. So that means if God is within me, then God tells me something before any external thing tells me anything. I have the answer for myself because I'm connected to God that's internally within me. And because of that, I feel like the things that resonate with me do come from God. It may not look like what it looks like traditionally for some people, because that's the way that you associate and connect with God. I don't connect with God that way because God is internal, is inside of me. So I get to be connected to God at all times. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. It's not a quid pro quo relationship, because God is inside of me. So me and God are like that. That means that when I come up with a theory, with an idea, with a concept, with a way that I want to move about, that's between me and God. That has nothing to do with anybody outside of me. Now, because God is within me and I'm connected like that, that means I can say, is this coming from me, or is this coming from pain? Is this coming from trauma? Let me know what this is for me. Or is it just a desire that is a human nature response? I get to ask God that because God is within me. So I carry God everywhere I go. And when I'm talking to God, God is talking back to me. I don't need anybody to tell me. I don't need a book. I don't need a church. I don't need another person's opinions, judgments, or thoughts about that, because me and God are linked like this. So therefore, I don't have to be pressed down with the stress and the weight of anybody's opinions and judgments about how I move.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we get to a place where we, and trust me, there are people that out here judging you, but they got what they call skeletons in the closet, because they refuse to be authentically who they are, so that they can prove something to all of these external forces. I don't have things to prove to all of these external forces. This is me and the God inside of me walking.
That's right. Okay.
So I move with integrity. I move with integrity based on that. So you can think however you want to feel about me. You can say whatever you want to say about me. You can judge whatever you want to judge. But at the end of the day, what did I say? Who I say was inside of me. So I'm not concerned about that. As women, we have to walk in the confidence and the knowing of who we truly are, without validation, without acceptance, without all of these, again, external. We think too much about external things.
And external people.
Yeah.
And I just second that motion. Everything Kia said, I said it too. I'm standing in agreement with it. Right? And it's interesting because Maya said, but the Haitian men are encouraged to have multiple relationships. But how does that work? So if the men are able to have multiple relationships, that means they're messing with a lot of girls. So then some of them girls will become, they're like, that's contradictory, right? Because how does that work? So if all the girls say, I'm not lusting, you can't have none, how do men go have multiple relationships?
But this is where I'm talking about, where we have to stop and think about stuff.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
When stuff don't make sense, I question it. I've been like that since I was a kid. If it ain't adding up and there's any level of confusion, take me out the equation. Because I don't believe I should walk around confused about something. I believe this part, but not that part. I understand this, but I don't understand that. I see this, but I don't. No. If it don't make sense to me, it don't. So that's why I go within. And God guides me, instructs me, helps me within.
Right.
I don't have to go outside and talk to God. I don't have to go talk to nobody else to tell me what God said. I don't have to do any of that. And when you get in tune and connected personally, all the outside stuff is just noise. It's just noise.
You know what? Okay, because now I just processed that, right? So if men are taught to have multiple engagements, right, that's what they're supposed to do. So they're wild oats, wild seeds, anyway, whatever it is. And the women are encouraged to not. At some point, the women become victims of a man's manipulation, because the goal for the man is to engage in sex. And so if the woman is not supposed to say no, right? Then at some point they're going to manipulate to get that. And so now you just have a lot of hurt women.
Well, you got women that are deprived. But why are they deprived?
Because they can't act out on their own sexual desires. So if we can, yeah,
they're deprived because, again, lust has been associated with something bad,
only for
with
women,
something negative. Only for women. Men can do it. Men can experience it, and men can brag about it. Men can boast about it. They can display it out in front of everybody. But when women do it, they are not respected. They are not seen as good women. They are disrespected. They are judged. They are ridiculed. They're put in a particular category, right? Some men even say, I don't want a woman that has X, Y, or Z. Well, move on, buddy. Move on. Because I'm not monitoring or trying to tell you what you couldn't have done in your life.
And usually that.
So you can't come tell me what I should have done in my life.
That's usually insecurities too, based off insecurities. Because
people get to experience what they choose to experience. As long as it's healthy, it's respectful, it's honest, you get to experience that. For the lady that is out there that is questioning whether or not, she's dirty because she feels lust for men, for the woman that feels like I'm not going to go to heaven or experience this or that because people have manipulated you. Like, I really feel like you should go internally and seek those answers internally. We have gone externally for way too long. We don't need men's validation to tell us what, how, when we should do stuff. It's important that we understand this because men feel like they can tell us who we are based on our actions, but we can't tell them who they are based on their actions. Those are my thoughts. I'm not an expert.
I don't know. I feel like if you had like more than one penis, I feel like I'm my expert. I don't know. I'm something like an expert here. Yeah, just a lot.
Maya done filled up her whole notebook with notes. So here's an affirmation that I wrote out for you guys as it pertains to this. I honor desire as a part of me, but I refuse to be led by it. My love is rooted in truth, respect, and alignment. So that is I honor desire as a part of me, but I refuse to be led by it. My love is rooted in truth, respect, and alignment.
I love that. That's beautiful.
If you didn't write this affirmation down, just come back and play it for yourself. If you out here pretending like you don't have lust and desires, you're only doing yourself harm. It's like it's okay to be honest with yourself, because what that creates is a self-righteous person. And then you begin to judge other people because they're doing what they desire to do while you restrict yourself from it. That's where when you hear a lot of people doing all that judgy stuff, see, I be observing people that do a lot of judge, they mad because they're not living in their truth, baby. understand they're judging you because they're not living authentically. And those the people that you letting get in your ear.
And they're not
Remember
even
that.
happy with themselves.
They're not even happy
But you
with
wouldn't listen to
themselves.
them.
They're struggling with their identity.
And it's really jealousy because you're able to live your authentic self.
So one more time, y'all. I honor desire as a part of me. But I refuse to be led by
it.
My love is rooted in truth, respect,
and alignment. I love that. Ashe.
Baby. And you see what has happened? We have reached that time where the sand is gone. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for engaging, Maya.
Fun.
Thank you for engaging, Maya. That was really fun. Tart, thanks for engaging. Floyd, thanks for coming in. Steph came in for a minute. Thank you. Sir came in. Thank you all for coming in. And for those that will come back and watch the replay, make sure you comment #replay. Let us know your thoughts. We read every comment. We read every message. We appreciate it. Share this out with your friends and family and make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Kia McLean, the poet. And that beautiful woman over there
Thank you, cousin. Shamika Arnold, the Dart Therapist.
Until next time, y'all. We got the fellas coming back next Tuesday for y'all. Love you, Maya.
Thank you.
Peace out.